It's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Bronx. Harden out there with Frazier. Then there's Duncan. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Davis in at the 5 spot. Now here's Drexler. Lillard outside. Back to Drexler for 3. It's hauled in by Duncan.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Misses the dunk. Drexler with it. Pass to Aldridge. Roy against Frazier. Aldridge kicks to Roy. Shot clock at 6. That's a 2 from Lillard, and he hits the jump shot. Lillard's got the first points up on the board here for the Trailblazers.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
And you love that offensive mindset from Tatum. Relentless when it comes to scoring.
We've played just over a minute here in the first.
Well, a lot of players can get hot, but nobody can match Harden when he gets locked in. The way he can create space and drill shots from deep, really impossible to guard.
Now here's Drexler. Aldridge trying to break free, and it's off the back rim, no good. And it's Frazier with the ball for the Bronx. Shoots from the elbow, and that one good. And with Harden, he not only gets hot for a game, but stays hot, Greg, for longer periods of time.
And you saw that last year with his streak of 30 and 40-point games. For weeks, he can dominate and really frustrate defenses, and there isn't anything you can do about it.
Here is Harden, following the score by Damian Lillard. Davis finds Tatum. Davis down low. Walton's there. Harden left side. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
Free throw drops for Harden. Bronx making a switch here. Kirilenko's checked in. And both free throws good for James Harden.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Knocked away. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's Portland now. Aldridge, the pass to Drexler. On the wing, Brandon Roy, guarded by Harden. Here's Kirilenko. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Portland trailing here. Drexler outside. From downtown. Portland again missing. Here's the Bronx. Kirilenko into the lane. Excellent D from Drexler. A floater. And no good. Great D that time from Davis. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. Frazier dishes to Davis. Fires it up. And another miss by the Bronx.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Drexler gets the bucket.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
Timeout called here, the first for the Bronx.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. White looking around. Sabonis grabs the board.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now here's Porter. And the shot is long. Giannis outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And Butler sends it back.
And the length of Butler can be a real problem. You've got to respect his reach, and this is a guy who can block shots from the wing.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bronx. They trail by 1. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. The pass to White. Now the dish to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
This is too easy for Williamson. Once he gets established position, he is ready to attack the rim.
Paxson against Butler. And it's blocked. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
A great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Six seconds left here in the first quarter. 1 second left. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Bronx leads by just 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Bronx, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
The Bronx leading by 3. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for the Bronx, they've got Jimmy Butler. Siakam is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Embiid, and it's White in at the point. Uses the glass to finish the layup. White's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Bronx. And it wasn't too long ago, Brent, we were wondering what Giannis could do if he bulked up. Well, we don't have to wonder anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wonder about an MVP in the league. The curious thing, Kevin, was last year after winning that award, Giannis coming out and talking about he's only at 60% of his potential. Can you imagine what's coming down the line if he realizes the other 40? He's something else.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
Pass to McCollum. They double him with Siakam. Shot from free throw range. That one's good, and the Bronx lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Kersey.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Now here's Embiid. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good, so it's both teams making substitutions here. And Embiid drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Passes it to McCollum. Here's Petrie. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Harden finds White. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Portland trails by 8. Vandeweghe passes to Petrie. Here's Drexler, and finished off by Drexler.
How about the explosive vertical there? Not much you can do to stop Drexler once he gets to the rim.
Harden outside. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Siakam passes to Harden. And the 3 off target. And here are the Trailblazers. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. The quick look, no good that time. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Bronx. Fires from deep. No good. Good D by McCollum. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Petrie. No points in the game yet for him. Clock at 4. The high post shot. The shot misses. The Bronx goes the other way with it. Outside, White. On the wing, Harden. Outside, Kirilenko. Siakam left side. Back to Kirilenko. Over McCollum. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Kirilenko's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bronx. Here's Petrie. Light covering. Shots good from Petrie.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Timeout called, the Bronx. And some changes here for the Bronx. Davis is checked in for Joel Embiid. Duncan comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Frazier in for White. Now here's Frazier. Harden kicks to Kirilenko. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. .116 left in the second quarter. Pass to Walton. Frazier against Lillard. Shoots over Frazier, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And now it's just a 4-point Bronx lead. Davis surveying the floor. The kick out to Frazier. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Kicks it out to Lillard. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. And Portland making a change here. Here's Aldridge. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Tim Duncan picks one up.
I think the length of Aldridge is hard to deal with. He's effective at using it to get those kind of calls.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Interesting to see how LaMarcus Aldridge has embraced more and more of a leadership role with this team. He knows he has what it takes to guide this team to higher heights.
Both free throws good from Aldridge. 30 seconds left to play here in the half. Frazier the pass to Harden. Frazier against Lillard. Davis kicks to Frazier. There's the pass to Kirilenko. Just 5 to shoot. Releases. And another miss by the Bronx. And here's the break. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Portland, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Now Harden. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Bronx on top, leading by just 1. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Aldridge out there with Drexler. Then it's Walton. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Roy in at the 2. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Lillard outside. Duncan with the block.
That's an awesome defensive display by Duncan there, coming up with the block and aggressively sending that one back.
Dishes it to Davis. Goes up from the top of the key. No good from Duncan. Portland trailing here. Lillard from outside. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
But once Duncan gets the ball, the defense trying to be physical, but Timmy's seen that, what, once, twice, maybe 6,000 times before. Future Hall of Famer still getting it done. You take a look at Anthony Davis and his frame and think about his rookie year coming in so thin and moved around a lot by bigger, stronger players in the post. No longer the case, as he's put on a ton of muscle to that frame and continues to grow in the strength area along with his confidence. That's helped him out a lot.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And after just one season at Kentucky, the slight build of Davis was a concern in the NBA. And the question was, would his body hold up?
Well, he's answering the question to some degree, Kevin, knowing that it wasn't a one-year process to get stronger and to put on that kind of weight. That just comes with physical maturity. Anthony Davis doing a better job of avoiding places where he might get injured, expanding his game to the perimeter, and hopefully some of those things pay off for his longevity for his career.
Timeout called, the Bronx.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
A different look now for Portland. Lucas is checked in for Aldridge. Paxson comes in for Brandon Roy. And Porter subbed in for Lillard. Now here's Butler. Out to White. Pass to Butler. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. And another miss by the Bronx.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And he's far from just a dunker. Zion is also capable of hurting you from outside.
Passes it to Drexler with the shot. Kept alive. Lucas. Back to Porter. And out of bounds as the Bronx gains possession.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
The Bronx trails by 4. Williamson, the pass to Giannis. Wide open look. Off the left rim and out.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Down low and stolen by Williamson. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, what a dunk by Giannis.
White against Porter. Pass to Vandeweghe. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Vandeweghe's got his first points of the night.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Now here's Williamson. Giannis dishes to White. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the pass to Embiid. And it's Portland with the rebound. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the third. Here's Vandeweghe. Plays it up and banks it in. And now a 6-point Portland lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Out to the wing. Here's White. Portland grabs the miss. Sabonis has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backcourt. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Giannis. Portland making their last shot. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Here is Porter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Sabonis. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. That's tipped. Passes to Vandeweghe. The shot missing. Embiid against Porter. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
The Bronx, they've hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. The free throw drops for Embiid. Alley-oop try. Got a hand on it. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Trailblazers lead by 3. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So on the floor for the Bronx, Davis is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Harden, and it's Andre Kirilenko, and it's Frazier in at the 1. Now here's Lillard. Second chance shot. That one off the back iron and out.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Here's Frazier. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Portland leading by 3. Here's Kersey, and Kirilenko sends it back. Roy against Harden. Siakam kicks to Frazier. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Harden inside the three-point line, and another miss by the Bronx.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Lillard the pass to Kersey. Back to Lillard. Inside. It's deflected. Siakam looking around. Banked in off the glass. Siakam's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Bronx.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Here's Lillard. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Davis dishes to Harden. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And the Bronx leads by 1.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Walton's checked in for Portland. Drexler comes in for Kersey. The Bronx also with a sub. Duncan, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He said, "This is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it." He really is fired up about this game.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Duncan kicks to Frazier. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And one of the very best in our league at getting to the line. Walt Frazier just has that great change of pace and aggressive nature. Always playing, though, under control.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Frazier. And Frazier drops them both. Here's Lillard. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Drexler outside. 6 to shoot. Over Kirilenko. Drexler, no good. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Bronx. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Duncan kicks to Harden. Kirilenko against Drexler. Kicks it out to Harden. Goes up again, and Duncan with the layup.
Are you shocked? Are you surprised? It's Tim Duncan.
Portland trailing here. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Aldridge, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Exceptional shot-making ability there, especially considering the stakes. Aldridge stepping up.
Timeout called, the Bronx. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Tim Duncan.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just torn them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
Bronx making a switch here. Mutombo, he's checked in for Davis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Andre Karolink. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's wide in for Frazier.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Here's Drexler. The teardrop falls in. Drexler's got 10 points in just the second half.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Yeah, this is a big-time moment, and so him stepping up his intensity, staying in attack mode, that's nice.
Now here's Mutombo. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Right up top, covered by Lillard. Right the pass to Butler. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. It's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lillard. It falls!
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, Greg, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Outside Butler. Giannis outside. White left side. Count it!
Giannis showing off some of that team-first mentality by finding an open teammate.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They trail by one. 27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Lillard outside. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
And Walton kicks to Lillard. Clock at 6. Let's go. No good.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Timeout called for Bronx. Frazier. Oh, off target. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. So the Bronx will get the first possession. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
He's become a defensive anchor here for this team over the past couple seasons. Great timing on the block there.
All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard. Walton is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Brandon Roy. And it's Drexler in at the 3 slot. And Davis can't get it to go.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Walton with the steal. Here's Drexler. Davis with some nice D.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And here's Roy. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Roy dishes to Lillard. Here's Walton. And Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now, here's Lillard. Launches a three. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Duncan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Walton against Kirilenko. Harden has a wide open look. They get it back. The kick out to Frazier. Shoots over Lillard. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
It counts. A tremendous three to tie it up.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. And a new group getting ready for the Bronx. Embiid, he's checked in for Davis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Andre Kirilenko. Butler, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's White in for Frazier. Now here's Giannis. No good on that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Kicks it out to Lillard. That three off the mark.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And it's White missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Lillard against White. 6 on the shot clock. Aldridge inside. Good!
Man, you combine the physical with the mental, and Aldridge impresses when it matters most.
Timeout called, the Bronx. They're trailing by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the first overtime. Guys, what do you think?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Lillard way outside. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. And we'll be back with you right after this. Can't stop now. We're ready for another extra period. What a game of basketball this has been. Portland with the ball. And here's Kersey. Lillard left side. Kersey passes to Roy. 6 to shoot. A floater. That's tipped. Over to the wing. Frazier kicks to Harden. for the three. Good. Great play set up by Frazier. 10 points for James Harden.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Roy dishes to Lillard. To the middle. And Embiid with the block. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Giannis.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. Get out in transition there.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And Portland making a change here. Drexler's checked in. Whitey's checked in for the Bronx. Lillard surveying the D. It's stolen by Frazier. In the corner. Tatum with it. He dishes it to White. Fires from 14. There's Embiid, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Now it's a 7-point Bronx lead. Embiid's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. And they get it. Oh, he can't hit.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
A patient player. Tatum fine with taking what the defense gives him.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. To the paint. Aldridge misses. The Bronx leading by 10. Frazier outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Bronx tacks on 2 more.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now here is Aldridge. Here's Drexler. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
And providing the score, boy, they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by the Bronx.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's White. To the inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times, the D has no choice but to foul him.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Each year we get to see Giannis come back from a summer and what he's done to up his game. Get a little bit stronger in the weight room, be a little bit better ball handler, play a little bit more aggressively. The guy's competing to be one of the best players in the business.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
It's McCollum on the wing. The 3. Bronx grabs the miss.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all their energy just getting it to overtime. And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
So no problem for the Bronx as they get the win. A double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, It was earned, and I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time